Hi, this is Sofia. So today, my plan is to talk a little bit about Hela, the death goddess, the transformation goddess in Norse mythology. Uh, I planned also to read a little sample chapter from it, translating it ad hoc, I must say. Uh, However, when I picked up the book that I had on the porch, which is an old copy, I realized that the cedar I had been burning in a pot had also been burning off the cover. So this is my only copy I'm traveling around with, and it looks like this. Fortunately, for me basically, and the Swedish audience, there are fresh third edition copies to be found. You can find them on adlibris.com, and if you're a book reader, you know what that is. But I'll add the address in the note to the YouTube clip. I will also add the address to my publisher if you have any questions. For the English audience, unfortunately at this time, you will have to stand my choppy translations. Don't judge the book from that. My publisher would not agree with that. Rather take it for what it is. Clarissa Pinkola Estes, who wrote Women Are Running with the Wolves, said, wisdom is what works. I would like to add to that wisdom is working what we have to work with. So let's do that. So Hela, Hel, is the Old Norse Nordic goddess of death and transformation. In Old Norse mythology, when you died, you could end up a little here and there. It was a warrior culture when the old myths were written down, so if you died in war, of course, you went to a very nice place, like Valhalla, or maybe Freya's Folkgang. But if you were a commoner and died in your sleep, which I assume most of us want to do, you went to Helheim. We should remember with the myths that they were always created, all myths. In changing times, different tribes wanted their gods to be the biggest ones, and some gods were put aside, some were forgotten, some were demoted, some were uplifted, and that's the way it goes. And with Hel, the case was that the story goes that Odin threw her down into the underworld to rule over the 9 underworlds. They're supposed to be a pretty grim place, but I'm not so sure about that. That depends on how you look at the myths. In the Marvel universe that depicted Hela some time back, Hel is the daughter of Odin. In the written down myths, she is actually the daughter of Loki and of Angerboda, who is a giantess who lived in the Iron Forest, or lives as all myths are always present. So Hela, Hel, who rules over Helheim and the 9 worlds of the underworld, is a great goddess to work with when we go through big transformations, as we all are at this point in time. On a metaphorical level, we can use her to help us clean out what needs to be cleaned out, to make room for new, and It might be trite, but if you want something new, you have to give way of something. So you have to let something go. And if you want to work with her, she's not the easiest one to work with, but she is extremely helpful in letting things go. So I will read you a little small part chapter from this book that, by the way, if you translate it, is called Nordic Goddesses Everyday Magic for Women of Today. I was pretty feministic when I wrote this. I probably would have phrased it a little different today. I think this goes for both men and women. We all need to clean things out. To sweep and clean out. To do a really big cleaning is a tough job. It's dirty and it's heavy. But it is a work that often leads to a deep satisfaction and sometimes even to falling in love in your own home over again. Make your cleaning into a magical act. Mix vacuuming with sitting still and burn your favorite incense. It is also good for the body, and it makes things easier in between. The physical strength of cleaning is often underestimated. Mix dusting with putting up all the window wide and ask winds from all directions to help. Scrub so foams flow all over the place. Feel old, stagnated energy disappear with every move. Pour aroma oil in your soap water and place new beautiful candles on the altar in a color that you long for. But don't clean too often. Because how would you be able otherwise to enjoy the difference? Allow spider webs to take place and the dust to settle in between. If somebody wonders, tell them that you do it for your own sake and for Hill. They will probably never comment on it again. And remember, it is an act of kindness between people to not have a too tidy home. It is a good reason that the broom is a symbol that goes together with Hill. To clean may not be so fun, but it is refreshing. The classic witch's broom can be used to sweep out things we see and things we do not see that we want to get rid of. The broom is also a good protection, and you can preferably place it by your front door. Uninvited spirits who dare to try to come in will be beaten over the back. We all collect those piles and those drawers that we hardly dare to open. They tag at our bad conscience, and we say later, later, and later. But you can use the cleaning out for its own purpose. Not only to clean your conscience, but to clean out crap and dust on many levels. Everything has life, and dusty crap don't say something about you. It says something to you. Clean a drawer when you feel extra tired and irritable. Do it pedantically. Throw away, give away, or even sell something that you don't use. Who knows? Maybe you find something you've forgotten or need. Different kind of cleaning out symbolizes different things. It depends on your own associations, but there are general marks. Here's some suggestion of sympathetic magic. Are you tired of yourself and your old personality pattern? Clean out your wardrobe. Are you tired that you thought of the fact that your thoughts are messy? Clean out your attic. Are you tired of feeling heavy and stiff in your body? Clean out your basement. Are you bored and in need of new, exciting things? Create practical order and a lot of place for what's new. An empty cupboard can create small miracles.